We welcome you to UPro Ramadan Rumble 2025. We are all set and in readiness for match number 10. It's going to be Altrad CC taking on Karwan CC. It should be a very exciting and a fascinating game of cricket. Well, we'll have to go down in the middle as we have Asghar Khan with the two captains and the match referee for the all-important toss.
Good evening, and it's toss time for the match number 10 of UPro Ramadan Rumble 2025 between Karwan and Altrad CC. I've got the two captains, Babar Iqbal and Yajan, and to extreme left we've got the honourable match referee, Mr. Simon Charles. We are all set with the flip of the coin from the home team captain, Babar Iqbal. Tails is the call from Yajan.
It's tails, Altrad.
It's tails. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
What is the decision?
We're gonna bat first today.
1 out of 1, you must be very confident going into this game.
Yeah, our team is feeling pretty confident. We're hoping to set a good total, and then hopefully our bowlers will deliver.
I'm sure you played a lot of cricket over here, so looking at the track, what you think is a good total?
Yeah, I feel like 180 plus, maybe somewhere around 200. So I think if we bat smartly, it's achievable.
Go well, all the best, Yayan.
you,
Give
sir.
us a good game.
Thank you, sir. All the best.
Babar must be really thrilled after a tremendous victory yesterday.
Yeah, definitely. But the past is past. We played against a really good team, and today we're gonna face another good team. So yeah, we'll enjoy the weather. We'll enjoy the game today.
Toss has not gone your way. Now you're fielding first. It's also at the times not a bad toss to lose. Different early on in the tournament, you would like to test your combination bowling first as well.
Yeah, definitely, because last few games we played here, so we did not click, because of second batting. So we would love to chase down the total. And I was planning to bowl first. So yeah, we got it.
Well, what is the composition? Any changes from yesterday?
There will be a couple of changes, but to be honest, I don't have the paper with me. But there will be a few changes today.
Go well, Babar. All the best. Cheers. That's the news from the centre. Altrad CC, they won the toss and they've decided to bat first.
Thank you very much, Asghar Khan. Confirmation coming in from the center. The captain has won the toss of Altrad CC and they have decided to bat first. Well, this is the formation in the side. The playing 11 for Altrad CC: Surjit Manohar Das, Izaz Ali, Anil Narayanan. What a phenomenal tournament he's having, 100 to his name. Midun Sudhakar alongside him, Junaid Shamsu, watch out for him if he gets going. Vishnu Menon, Yayan Kiran Rai, Mohammad Rizwan, Manikantan Nair, Harun Rashid. That's the playing 11 for Altrad CC. Quite a balanced looking side. And of course, talking about Karwan CC, it's a star-studded lineup. Hamid Khan, the destructive opener, followed by Asif Khan, Lala, Shahan Akram, Rahul Chopra, Taimur Ali, Khuzaima bin Tanveer. He was the player of the match, mind you, in the last game yesterday against 7 districts. Then comes Zahid Ali, the speedster. Abdul Ghaffar gets a game today. Haider Ali, left arm spinner. Ibrar Ahmed, he will be throwing fireballs today alongside the captain leading from the front, Babar Iqbal. We're expecting to have a brilliant game of cricket. Karwan CC, they are off to a great start already. They have played a game yesterday night. It was a Super Sunday, mind you, yesterday. And it was Karwan CC playing against the mighty 7 districts. And in the end, it was Karwan CC winning that game comfortably by 57 odd runs. And that was one game to look for. The two giants, the two heavyweights. It was a high octane game. I had a lot of viewers coming in, a lot of spectators who came in to watch that specific game. And it was Karwan CC. They held their nerves, played better cricket, and registering their first victory in this tournament. And of course, if we talk about Altrad CC, what a phenomenal side this has been. They too are off the mark in this tournament. Have played one game, have won one game. So they too will be coming in with a lot of confidence. And also not to forget, just to remind the viewers, just 3 weeks ago there was a recent domestic tournament conducted here in Abu Dhabi itself, and Altrad CC beat Karwan CC in the opening game of the tournament. So Altrad CC knows a bit about Karwan, and I'm pretty much optimistic Karwan CC this time will be coming a bit more stronger. So we are in for a brilliant game of cricket. It's going to be Zahid Ali to be starting the proceedings with the new ball. Yesterday bowled his heart out, gave his 100%, was really pitching and landing the ball in the perfect areas. Was a little unlucky. I remember a few catches being put down on his own bowling. But he should put everything behind. That's the past. It's gone. They won that game. So they will be bringing and taking a lot of confidence from that game. So all focus on this crucial encounter for both the teams. Mind you, each team plays 3 games in their group. So you have to ensure you win at least 2 to ensure you qualify for the next round. So there's a lot at stake. And we are in for a thriller. Straight away, slip in place, no surprises, because Zahid Ali has got a lovely outswinger. And what he does is usually pitches the ball up. You won't really see him banging the ball short. Knows how to utilize the new ball. Such an experienced campaigner. Slight bit of breeze, not much, but it's a chilly evening. So here we go, match number 10. Ball number 1, Zahid Ali steaming in. Straight away, on the money. Talking about Anil Narayan, he has been the X factor for Altrad CC. He's been consistently scoring runs for his side. And also Altrad CC, they heavily depend on him. It's their middle order batter is not that strong, a bit fragile. So the 2 openers, Anil Narayan and Surjit Manohar Das, they too have a big responsibility. But this is going to be a different ball game altogether. They are facing the likes of one of the best attacks here in the UAE, Karwan CC. Punched away. That is a lovely stroke, and what a way to get off the mark. In style, Anil Narayan continuing his form from where he left off in the last game. Beautifully punched. Look at that. Elegance personified by Anil Narayan. Already looking solid. Zahid Ali needs to just adjust his line slightly. There was a bit too full, a bit too wide-ish width offered, and Anil Narayan playing a lovely little cover drive. And that should give him some confidence early on. He's got a deep mid-wicket, or beg your pardon, deep square leg in place alongside a deep third man. Slips have gone out. He's got a short third man as well and a wideish deep third man. Oh, outside edge. Beautifully bowled. Almost carrying to the first slip fielder, and unlucky for Zahid. It's gone towards the boundary. That was a very good delivery. Pitched in a perfect length, just marginally adjusting the length, bowling it slightly shorter and almost getting the better of Anil Narayan. That would have been a huge moment in the game. So it's a good decision by Babar Iqbal, the captain, persisting to keep a slip in place. Why not, when you know your bowlers really have got the tendency to shape the ball nicely away from the right-handers with the new ball. What a star-studded lineup. Talking about Karwan, they have some quality bowlers. Beautifully played. Coming behind the line of the ball, Anil Narayan is a very prolific batter, very sound, technically very correct. By no means he's a power hitter. Likes to take his time initially, and then once he gets settled, he knows how to build his innings and really gives value to his wicket, Anil Narayan, and that's the reason he's already gotten 100, not only in this tournament. 3 weeks ago, there was another tournament here in Abu Dhabi. Even there, he got 100. So a man in form, and knowing the strengths and weaknesses of Anil Narayan, and Karwan CC would have surely done their homework, try to get rid of him. Heavily dependent on Anil Narayan, and they do have a bit fair of a batting in their lineup, but then again, Anil Narayan is one man who's been so consistent when it comes to the run scoring. On the right is Zohaib, rested today. Lovely delivery and equally well played by Anil Narayan. A nice little punch, but couldn't find the desired gap. That's the end of the first over. And decent one by Zahid. It's 8 for no loss. Well, this man has been rather so impressive in the last evening. Was of course the player of the match, an all-round performance, playing his first game in this tournament, and straight away he's announced his arrival. Khuzaima bin Tanveer was very impressive in the lately ILT20 conducted in the UAE. Was making a lot of highlights, and in comes once again Khuzaima steaming in, nicely coming behind the line of the ball. And I think this is the perfect time to introduce you to my co-com for the first time. Asghar Khan, welcome.
Thank you so much, Awais Ali. And I love this man in action. What an athlete he is. Just a terrific competitor. Yesterday, it was just fascinating watching him in action, bowling with great heat, scored some useful runs at the back end as well, and what a victory it was for Karwan.
Absolutely. It's a complete package. You ask him to do anything, maybe he could keep as well. You never know, Khuzaima. He's that good. Oh, he's knocked him over. That's the one which comes in sharply, and I'm pretty much sure Surjit, he wasn't expecting that.
High pace, and at high pace when you can swing the ball both ways. Have a look at that one. Brilliant seam presentation. That cut him into half. That's an extraordinary delivery. And he had no answers. Khuzaima strikes 8 for 1.
Well, Khuzaima bin Tanveer just continuing as to what he was doing last night. Was adjudged the player of the match with an all-round performance. He was literally unplayable with those lovely in and out swinging deliveries. And even now, that was literally unplayable, and Surjit had absolutely no clue how to go about that lovely hooping in swinging delivery. Vishnu Menon, the new man, comes in. Oh, that is not the best of deliveries. I think he's completely lost control. It's going to be 5 wides, 5 welcome runs coming in the form of extras.
Well, that is a bit of a bonus. When you're facing this man, you got to be at your absolute best. And he'll be relieved that he had a sighter. Tough take for Rahul Chopra. With that pace, it just flew away. When he gets it right, Khuzaima is a real handful.
Yeah, it's a lot of value. It's a complete asset to have in your side, and really a threat with the new ball. They just need to weather the storm. Don't attack him. If it's there to be hit, go for it, but he will get that exaggerated movement early on with the new ball. And also, we have seen so many fast bowlers, they do have the tendency to move the ball, but Hosema, it's so special when you can really have that perfect combination of control and pace. It just makes you a lethal bowler in the end.
Yeah, that combination you spoke about is just deadly for anybody, and especially if you're facing him for the first time, you haven't get accustomed to that pace. And most of these batters, I'm sure they haven't faced this kind of pace, and particularly a bowler like Hosama can really rattle even the best in the business.
Absolutely, Azir Khan. And if that's the case, that's where you really need to have faith in yourself and try to play him late. Don't try to go after him. Just sit back, let the ball come to you, and then try to play at as late as you can. Two slips in place. Look at that carry from Jose bin Tanveer. He's certainly asking a few questions.
Absolutely. You got to play late, but you got to play straight as possible. You got to defend those three stumps and your pads, because he is going to be coming at you with real aggression. Such an effortless pace. You watch him operate and you don't feel that he's putting a lot behind that. Such a natural athlete. Such a beautiful action.
Yeah, just like the great Jofra Archer. Once again, this time Rahul Chopra is done well. And also glad that there wasn't much pace on that delivery. Otherwise, this too was going for five wides.
Just that prodigious seam movement. It kept on going. That was pitched around fifth stump and just going on the angle. Yeah, talking about good comparison there, Jofra. Unfortunately for three lines, he's been quite an injury prone. Most of his career he's been in rehab. What a talent he is.
Beautifully balled, straighter. Vishnu trying to drive that straight down the ground, but not getting the connection. Successful over coming in for Karwan. It's 2 gone, 14 for 1. Zahidari to continue bowled a decent first over. Vishnu is yet to get off the mark. Oh, once again, not the best of lines here by Zahid. And already we've seen a lot of extras in this innings.
Attempted in swinger. Just kept on going on the angle. I think he just needs to focus on that six stump channel, round off stump. As a bowler, you need to understand pretty quickly after bowling couple of deliveries how much is swinging. Then you have to adjust your line accordingly.
Absolutely. Spot on. Punched away nicely in full control. Anil Narayanan now. I think he's the man who's going to really hold the key because, as I mentioned earlier, they really are dependent on him. The more often than not, we've seen when Anil Narayanan he gets runs, Altrad do win the game.
Yeah, important man. He's got already 100 to his name. They need him to fire. And that man comes in your screen. Junaid Shamsuddin is such a talent. They'll be hoping that he gets runs as well. Nice drive. This is why he's a special player. Glorious cover drive for 4.
What a classy stroke by Anil Narayanan. just marginally full. And have a look at this glorious cover drive in full control, leaning forward, never overstriding, excellent balance, and struck it towards the cover for a boundary. So Anil Narayanan, compared to the other batters, seems to be quite comfortable, as if nothing is happening in the middle. I think we're just waiting for the contest of Khuzaima Tanveer versus Anil Narayanan. That is one contest to watch, because Anil Narayanan, he is one batter who has faced bowlers who do bowl more than 140.
Yeah, he's a quality player, and that matchup needs to be seen. Meanwhile, Zaid, again that foolish length, nice drive on the up. Zaid, in comparison to Hosama, it looks a medium pacer, and often you see the batters, when you face that express pace, you tend to just relax. And someone like Zaid Ali, but he's a very skillful bowler as well.
Yeah, the swing which he gets on offer and also moving both ways, that really troubles the batters at times. It's always good to have one bowler on the other end just bowling too quick, and the other end gentle medium with those lovely swingers. It's brushed something on the way, and surely it's the pad of Anil Narayanan. And one man has been kept really busy, Asghar Khan. It has been Rahul Chopra behind the stumps.
Absolutely, he's been in the action. But at the same time, you have to back up quality performance again and again. And this is Mr. Simon Charles, just got up of his seat watching the proceedings. He's the match referee. And you got Usman as well, and along with him is Usama. Our official scorers are doing a magnificent job in this tournament. Usman and Usama. Zaid Ali be looking to make him drive, but got to pull his length back slightly. Again, nice timing. That's what form does to your confidence. He's looking a completely different batter.
Yeah, and one thing is for sure, Anil Narayanan, he really is a very strong player towards the offside. He's not been tested with a sharp delivery, sharp bouncer or a short delivery. So far, they have been bowling him those outswingers, and Anil Narayanan, he wouldn't mind that, because as I said, he really fancies and loves playing along the carpet, down the ground towards the offside. So maybe just try to surprise him with one sharp bouncer. Last delivery. He does so. It's in the air. This is a big moment in the game. As just mentioning on regards to that short delivery, and it has worked in their favor.
That's where the experience comes into play. Wesley called it before that delivery. It won't be a bad idea to test him. And the problem with that shot was the error of judgment. Trying to fetch it from off stump rather than playing that cut shot. He gone for a pull and a big wicket. Zaid Ali strikes 19 for 2.
But this is not the best of starts here from Altrad CC. They have lost 2 wickets, but more bad news for them. They have lost their main batter. A lot of hopes were expected from Anil Narayanan. Once again drifting down the leg side. We'll have to wait for the signal of the umpire. It looks like in the process, Rahul Chopra has hurt himself.
I think he's just got it. Let's have a look at Maybe got it at the end of the fingers. That pace. Yeah. Landed awkwardly as well, Rahul Chopra. Yeah. I think he'll need some medical attention.
Rahul Chopra seems to be okay now. Got the medical attention. Jose steaming in once again. Flicked away nicely. That's a lovely stroke by Yayan. Just a simple flick of the wrist. And the quick outfield did the rest.
And not easy to come in straight away and get going. He was sharp. Recognized that opportunity and beautifully played. That's what happens. The extra pace, it just whistle off the bat for 4.
Yeah, this shot will give him a world of confidence. Yayan, he's just played his first delivery and he's flicked Khuzaima bin Tanveer for a boundary. Watch out for the sharp bouncer though. Oh, nicely bowled. It was short, but just not getting the direction right. And Yayan indicating to the umpire, "It's just brush my shirt, mate." Having a word with Khuzaima as well.
Yeah. Nowhere near the bat. Just brush his shirt on the way through. Osama makes him a very tricky bowler because he utilizes a lot of shoulder. Just that last delivery strides can really surprise you. Not the longest run up he has, but that's where he really generates that extra bit of pace.
Yeah, it's a strong bloke. Khuzaima bin Tanveer generates a lot of pace, and in the lately ILT20 conducted, I think his pace was recorded somewhere in the late 130s, 137, 138. That's how quick he was. He was making headlines and he was performing brilliantly. Then also continuing his form from there to here, becoming the player of the match in the last game, and even now creating an impact straight away, picking up a wicket. Short delivery, beautifully punched. There's protection, only a single, but looking quite confident is this young man, Yayan.
Yeah, looks compact. Looks to get in line and got a very good technique, and that technique is required when you're facing such pace. Osama on his day with the wind at his back can clock 140 plus. He has the potential. That's sharp again. He had no idea about that one. That's the end of fourth over. 26 for 2.
Going along very nicely at the moment. Karwan CC opting to bat first. Altrad CC winning the toss, and that decision hasn't paid dividends so far. 2 early wickets. It's in the air, gone. Taimur Ali has taken a lovely catch, and this is not looking good now for Altrad CC. They lose their third.
Loose stroke. The intent was right, but that front foot didn't really move to the pitch of the ball, and it was aerial. Brilliant catch. Taimur Ali is a fine cricketer. Karwan, they picked up their third wicket. Altrad really tottering now, 26 for 3.
In comes Junaid Shamsu, pretty much recognized for his power hitting. This is going to be a different ball game, a challenge. Zahid once again steaming in. Oh, beautifully bowled and slightly keeping low as well. Junaid Shamsu completely taken by surprise in the end.
He likes to get on with it, but this is going to be his huge test. Such a talented player. Why I say this? Because this pitch has that little bit of grass, and the ball is just doing enough. It makes it even harder when you're looking to play strokes from the word go. This is his big test.
Yeah, the captain Babar Iqbal, I think he was happy after losing the toss, bowling first on this wicket. It's a brand new surface, mind you. Look at that once again, keeping too low. I'm not too sure with the technique here by Junaid Shamsu.
I think he's someone who really goes after the bowling from ball one. I have seen him go big, and he's a stroke player on his day. He can change the course of the game, but right now I think he's in that survival kind of mindset, and that tentativeness is showing in his footwork.
Yeah, spot on. It just gets a little tricky, doesn't it? You're not really sure if you should play your natural game or just look at the current scenario and the situation. So let's see how Junaid Shamsu applies himself. Think that's going to be a wide? No, it has brushed his pads in the way.
Wide of the crease, Zaid Ali. That in-swinger once again, just straying onto the pads and just got away with it. Yeah, you got to really stay clear. Whatever approach you want to bring into your game, you can't be second guessing yourself. For me, at the moment, early on, Junaid Shamsu is just not quite sure which way to go. That's his game. He's such a good striker of the ball with clear head. He can be a real danger.
Yeah, it seems like this time he knew which way to go, and that is to go downtown. Look at that lovely stroke, full flow of the bat. And Junaid Shamsu, this shot will give him a lot of confidence. Started off a little shakily. And Junaid Shamsu, that's the way he plays, loves to play aerial.
Are doing their great work there behind the scenes. Usman, Osama, official scorers, Simon Charles, and Bilal Pasela. Pulled away, keeps it along the carpet. Test for the man at square leg. It's Haider Ali. That's the end of 5 overs. Let's have a look. Last ball of the last over. Just testing him on a slow wicket. It was towards his wrong side. Good work done by Haider Ali. 31 for 3 after 5.
Well, they've gone for a bowling change. Khuzaima bin Tanveer, he's been held back. In comes Abdul Ghaffar for the first time.
That is nicely struck from Junaid Shamsu. Right over the top. Far was rested yesterday, getting his chance, and decent land delivery, but beautifully played.
Yeah, and that's much more like it. By Junaid Shamsu, at least he should back his natural gameplay, look to play those big shots. Don't want to go in a shell. So has come out in an attacking mindset. He's definitely worked on his fitness. Junaid Shamsu, look at him. Such a strong bloke.
Fuller again, and he was looking to drive, rather go over the top. Yeah, strong bloke, Junaid Shamsu. The thing I like about him that he keeps things very simple, and he always has enormous amount of confidence on his ability and always backs himself. And they need a little counter attack here to upset Karwan. It won't be easy, but he's showing that intent.
Short delivery's been pulled away. There's a fielder down there, and they will get a couple of more runs. So Junaid Shamsu, he is off, up and running. Raced on to 11. Was struggling initially when Zahid Ali was in operation, but now breaking the shackles and is looking much more confident in the middle.
They need a solid knock from him. He's already 8 of 11. And 30 minutes of Junaid Shamsu can just change the complexion of the game because he scores at a great rate. That looked pretty straight, but I think it just may have pitched outside leg stump. And also a little bit high as well.
Yeah, the height was a serious concern. Going over the top once again. Good decision. This has been one of the highlights in this tournament. The umpiring standards have been absolutely sensational. I don't recall and remember any wrong decisions or in close calls which have gone against the umpires. They've been spot on and switched on here in Abu Dhabi. Hats off to the umpires.
Oh, absolutely. You hit the nail on the head by saying that. Nice shot. Shot delivery, and it just hold up in the surface. Enough time there for him to pounce on it.
Abdul Ghaffar, he's not going to like that. It was more like a slap by Yayin. Too short, and it was a waver delivery. It was a nothing delivery. Look at this. It was a confidence booster and has absolutely slammed this down the ground for a boundary. So all of a sudden now the runs are coming thick and fast. 42, that's a good score in a power play against Karwan. But the wickets column, that has really put a dent into their batting lineup already.
They seriously need a big partnership because more often than not, you lose 3 wickets in the power play. 90% of the time, you go on to lose the game. But this man is showing a lot of promise here. That's a square drive from young Yajin.
In full control was his youngster. Have a look at this lovely balance. And he knew the gap between the point and the gully fielder, bisecting it beautifully. No chance for them. Decent attempt, but couldn't stop that. We're done and dusted with the power play. It's 46 for 3. Another bowling change straight away after the power play. They have opted to introduce Haider Ali. Mind you, I won't really expect him to fly the delivery. He fires it onto the stumps. There you go, Janesh Shamsu straight away hit it down the ground. And it's Taimur Ali once again in the action. It's going to be a good little contest. Yayan is looking quite confident after a shaky start. Even same goes for Janesh Shamsu, but now both of them, they have gotten the start and they would want to convert this into a big one. That too against Karwan CC. Beautifully bowled, equally well played. Bit of a mix-up. Don't run your partner Junesh Shamsu out. You don't want Junesh Shamsu to get out. He's one of your main premier batters alongside Alin Narayanan. Slip in place. Hosema in the slip position. Worked away nicely by Yayin in full control. Also just needs to be a little careful here, Yayin, when he's taking those little singles towards the leg side. Ensure he doesn't play with a cross bat. Punched, but a bit of a misfield. This is going towards the boundary. Long chase. Taimur Ali does the cleanup work. Another 2 runs added to the tally. And also with those 2 runs, Altrad CC have reached the 50 mark. It's a good little partnership being built between Junaid and Yain. That's Zohaib Khan for you. He's been rested today. Didn't have a great outing yesterday against 7 districts. That's a risky shot by Junaid Shamsu. Too close to really punch it towards cover. And also Haider Ali, at times the ball does tend to keep low. Yeah, one thing is for certain, he's got a good stick and a willow in his hand, Zohaib Khan. Another fine left-handed stylish batter. Short delivery. And Junaid will get only a single to close out. Good over by Haider Ali, just the 7 coming in. It's 7 gone, 53 for 3. Abdul Ghaffar to continue was slightly expensive in his first over. Nicely punched away once again. Junaid started off a little shakily, but now looks quite confident in the middle alongside his partner as well, the youngster. Yayin, he's really gotten his eye in the middle now. And what an opportunity for the youngster to score some runs against one of the best renowned domestic sides in the UAE, Karwan CC. Lovely delivery and equally well played, and that has been one key of the youngster Yain. He's really letting the ball come to him. He's not really rushing onto the ball, getting into the line of the ball and just trying to play it as late as he can. Seems to be an excellent prospect, Yain. That's a good little combination where you'll see Yain. He'll try to build up his innings, look for those singles and doubles on the other end. Junaid Shamsu, of course, we know what caliber does he possess. Well, that's a much better delivery. Abdul Ghaffar getting a bit of assistance, a bit of kick from the surface, slightly getting big on Yain. This has been a good little recovery by Altrad CC after losing those 3 quick wickets when it was Khuzaima bin Tanveer and Zahid Ali giving a brilliant start. Bowled beautifully, used the new ball to his full potential, getting those 3 quick wickets. Playing it with soft hands, quick single, brilliant bit of running. This is good cricket so far. They're not really trying to be over aggressive against the bowlers, waiting for the loose deliveries. Well, I think Junaid Shamsu, he will really back his natural gameplay, and that is to look to be aggressive. He's a genuine power hitter, an absolute dynamite, a powerhouse, call whatever you want to. Yeah, we will be in for some entertainment if Junaid Shamsu sticks around for 5 to 6 overs. Short delivery is missed out. It was there to be hit, and I'm pretty much optimistic his eyes would have lit up the moment he saw the short delivery. Also, Abdul Ghaffar, he doesn't really have that express pace compared to what Khuzaima does alongside Ibrahim Ahmed, who we will see him in action in some time. He was throwing fireballs last night against 7 districts, was bowling with a lot of heat. That's been pulled away in full control as he found the gap. And once again, it's Taimur Ali in the action in the deep. So a couple of more runs turned out to be a decent over. And they're going along well. It's 8 gone, 58 for 3. Headed to continue. Oh, this has been absolutely clobbered. It's a monstrous hit. It's into the deserts. And this is the Junaid Shamsu we know. Haider Ali needs to realize you can't be bowling him there. Look at the power behind the shot he's generated. And look how far this has traveled. It's just into the night sky. And surely, so far, I think this has to go down as one of the big sixes we have seen. Yeah, that man on your screen, the tournament director, Mr. Amit Pasela, he should have enjoyed what he's just witnessed. It was a biggie by the monstrous batter, Mr. Junaid Shamsu. Again, that has been one area of concern, and Haider Ali is not going to be so pleased with the effort. This has been one serious area of concern. Even yesterday, we have seen a lot of drop catches, and that was a regulation stop. Have a look at the effort. Yeah, that is something which they really need to work on. Karwan CC, they've been spot on with their bowling, with their batting, but the fielding department hasn't really been at its best. It's turning out to be quite an expensive over already. Heather is under the pump. 6-4. What's next? Oh, lovely stroke. Junaid Shamsu, he is on the move. He's on the run. He seems to be unstoppable at the moment. He's taking down one of the best bowlers, one of the best spinners, I would say. And Heather Ali is absolutely stunned in the middle. And now he's making a minor adjustment in the field. So he's got a short third, a gully, and he's got a point. So they've got a wide extra cover, and that is a much better field now. Beautiful. This is such smart batting by Junaid Shamsu, and Heather Ali, he is fuming in the middle, and rightfully so, because he's given a lot of runs in this over. And also, there's been a problem that he's bowling too quick to Junaid Shamsu. He needs to give himself an opportunity to flight the ball. He's rather just trying to dart it onto the stumps, and it's not working for him. Lovely delivery. That's a good ball, and Yayan just going at the back foot, where he should have taken his front foot forward, taken a single, but thing just got caught up in two minds. Getting an edge and bringing Junaid back on strike. Last delivery. Already gotten the runs. Don't be over aggressive. Oh, this is close. This is very close and given. What a massive moment in this game, and Heather Ali gets his revenge. It's a huge moment in the game. Once again, firing onto the stumps. Shuffling was Junaid Shamsu. Oh, plumb. That is as plumb as it gets as the umpire. He had no hesitations, and he took no time whatsoever to be raising his finger. And it's Junaid Shamsu. He will be distraught and dejected with himself after giving such a great start. 34. He was on the verge of scoring something big. We'll have to go back. It's 74 for 4 after 9. That's Babar Iqbal on your screen, the captain of Karwan CC. I think he's been exceptional with his decision making so far in this tournament. Even yesterday, that was a high octane game against 7 Districts, where he took those crucial decisions, got Ibrahim Ahmed at the right stage of the game, Haider Ali, and really turned the game around. And in the end, it turned out to be quite a one-sided affair. Abdul Ghaffar to continue. Beautifully played. That is a lovely stroke by Yayan. Straight out of the textbook. Yeah. You need such batters in your side. Yes, we understand it's a T20 game, but you need a couple of batters in your side who are technically sound, who are really busy at the crease. They always tend to look to go for those singles and doubles, rotate strike. It just creates pressure on the opponents. Played the role of a second fiddle, and Yayan, I think he's been simply sensational so far. He's only played 14 deliveries, but 19 which he scored, it has been very impressive 19 which we have witnessed. No false strokes, no slog shots, proper cricketing strokes is what we have witnessed. Beautifully ball coming behind the line of the delivery and gets a single, brings Yayan Rai back on strike. So just when that partnership was growing in stature and in confidence, Haider Ali picks up the all-important wicket. Junaid Shamsu, beg your pardon, had a brilliant start. The only batter who looked relatively comfortable compared to the others. He will be dejected with himself. He had a great opportunity to get a 50 and take his team to a respectable total. Short delivery. Trying to test Yayin with a shorter one. We have seen he's pretty strong the moment you bowl full at him towards the offside channel. He looks very elegant and stylish the moment he tries to play in the offside with those lovely little back foot punches, cover drives. He's got excellent balance. Doesn't really overstride when he plays those lovely cover drives. It hasn't been tested with a short one yet. Flicked away. But there's protection. So going along well, Yayin now realizes that he's lost his partner Junaid Shamsu, so he can just continue as to what he's doing. And that is to look for the singles and doubles, try to build up this innings. And the objective for Altrad CC has to be to play out the 20 overs. And also ensure you get somewhere around 160, 165. It's pretty much doable. Altrad CC, we know that they do have batting depth in their lineup. So they need to just have the confidence in themselves and have the belief. Nicely played. That's a lovely stroke. Letting the ball come to him and opening the face of the bat for another single. That's one way to really apply pressure on the batting side, and that is to consistently pick up wickets at regular intervals, and this has been the case. That's what we have witnessed in this innings. It was a horrid start to say the least, where they were 26 for 3, and then a lovely little partnership between Yayin and Junaid Shamsu ensured that they give some resurrection to their team. That's a short, slow bumper, but played well in the end. Yayin letting the ball come to him, and it's going to be a single to close out the 10th over. We are halfway through in the first innings. Altrad are 79 for 4. Right then, 79 is what they've gotten in 10 overs. That's a good score for my liking, but issue has been that they've lost 4 of their top batters. So now automatically the responsibility shifts to Yayin because he's the set batter, and also Vishnu Sukumaran, experienced campaigner, so his services and his presence in the middle is definitely required. They need to ensure they try to not to lose a wicket till the 15th over. In comes the speedster Ibrahim Ahmed for the first time in this match. He was bowling very, very fast yesterday against 7 districts. Also, I remember he bowled one fuller delivery to Syed Haider Wasi Shah, where he struck him below the knee, and straight away Syed Haider Wasi Shah, he was down. He was in a lot of pain, and it took a lot of time for the medical attention. That is how quickly he bowls, Ibrahim Ahmed. So you need to be on your toes. You need to be switched on as a batter, and be careful at the same time as well. Watch out for those sharp, sharp bouncers. He's loosening up. You will see him getting the tempo up, and that pace will rise. Slashed away nicely towards point region. And it's Hamid Khan down there in the deep, does a decent job. And quite surprisingly, have they just taken a single? Well, there was always a two, because that ball was in the air for a mile, and also it was always going to go away from Hamid Khan. He had to cover a lot of distance to reach towards the ball, and still they have opted to just go for a single. I think the reason being is Vishnu, he thought or he assumed that it's gone towards the boundary. That's how nicely or how he got that connection. Playing it with soft hands once again, Yayin. So they're trying to rebuild this innings, trying to get a partnership into their favor, which is desperately required. Anything below 150 and it's just going to be easily chased down by Karwan CC considering the batting depth they possess. So a lot of expectancy by Vishnu and Yayin, especially Yayin. He's looked quite sound the moment he's come onto bat. Well, that was a huge wicket, Junaid Shamsu. If he would have stayed for at least the next 4 to 5 overs, the score on the screen would have been completely different. Beautifully bowled and equally well played by Vishnu. Well, this has to be a test for Altrad CC. Nothing to take away them. They're a very experienced side. They have played a lot of cricket here in the domestic arena. But there are some bowlers who are really, really quick. And the first name comes to my mind is, of course, Khuzaima bin Tanveer. And then Ibrar Ahmed, this man on your screen, steaming in once again. Bowls very quick. That one came sharply in towards Vishnu. So this is where you have to be a little sensible. Maybe just try to use his space if he gives you any width on offer. Try to guide it towards third man. If it's strained on the leg side, just flick it. Sometimes you have to be a little smart when you're batting against someone who clocks in the early 140s. Zahid Ali alongside him is always in the groove, giving him a bit of advice in the middle. Of course, he is an experienced campaigner. Last delivery. Beautifully bowled and equally well played in the end. Vishnu takes a single to retain strike in the next over. Economical over coming to the end by Ibrar. It's 11 gone, 83 for 4. Well, the captain is persisting to go with Abdul Ghaffar, and rightfully so. He hasn't picked up a wicket, but then he has been economical, and this is what Abdul Ghaffar does more often than not. To be bowling now his last over. Swing and a miss, trying to create some room, but no connection whatsoever. Right, then we've got a very special talent down in the center. Alongside Asghar Khan, it's Junaid Shamsu having a few words with Asghar. Over to you, Asghar Khan.
Well, I've got a very special guest alongside me, Junaid Shamsu from Altrad CC, and I would like to know your experience playing cricket here in Abu Dhabi.
Especially if the facilities was too good. Last year also I played here, and especially the Abu Dhabi Ramadan Rumble. I'm really happy to be here. The facilities and ground, it's too good. The right movement, like the way balls coming bad also. It's a good feeling.
You played really well. How you see the contest here right now, looking to post a good total?
It's like right now it's a 83 11 overs. It's we are expecting like 160 is a good score this wicket, and it's not easy to hit the big ground also. And you know, it's a cricket and good. Both the team are too good. So I am expecting like a 160, around 160 is a good score.
Coming back to Abu Dhabi, you played a lot of cricket all around UAE. What does make this different here in Abu Dhabi? What you found a little different?
Like it's comparatively, you know, the way the facility is too good in Abu Dhabi, especially the ground and like the wicket also. It's always like an international touch, so it's a good feeling.
Go well for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Back to comms.
Well, thank you very much, Asghar Khan. That was one of the most destructive batters known in the domestic arena. Junaid Samsu is done well today as well. Off to a great start, but just couldn't capitalize and cash onto the opportunity. Would have really loved to convert that 30 into a big one. Beautifully punched straight into the hands of Ibrar. He's an absolute live wire. Is Ibrahim, and not only is lightning quick in his bowling, but also he's a good fielder as well. He's done well so, Abdul Ghaffar. Unlucky, couldn't really pick up a wicket. He's bowling at a stage where the batters are trying to build an innings, not trying to go after the bowling. So they're not trying to take any unnecessary chances against him, milking it around, looking for the singles and doubles. Struck the pad. We'll have to wait for the signal of the umpire. Surely it has to be a leg by. Yeah, it is. The decent over yet again by Abdul Ghaffar. Just a couple of runs coming in. A single and one run in the form of a leg by. One last delivery for Abdul Ghaffar. One last opportunity to pick up a wicket. Mind you, he missed out in the opening game against Seven Districts, but he's here and he's done well. Last ball for Abdul. Well, it's not going to be the last ball because he's bowled wide and he'll have to reload and ball it again. Yeah, this has been one area of concern. And if we talk about the extras, it's not only the Karwan CC team giving the extras yesterday, today. Overall, all the teams, they have been struggling with their lines, and I think it has to do something with the surface under the lies. The ball does tend to move around, jag around. This is where the Pacers have been offering a lot of wides. Hit hard. That struck beautifully. Vishnu is finally breaking the shackles now. He's read the variation, that slower delivery, and has pumped it down the ground for a boundary to close out the 12th over. Altrad are 90 for 4.
Ninety for 4 after 12 overs. Yajan is looking solid. So is Vishnu. They need this partnership to flourish. Babar Iqbal comes into the attack. This one has been hit off the back foot and just clears. Long on. He was in business for a moment, but decent connection there from Yaj. Not an easy shot to generate that much power off the back foot. Babar Iqbal is someone who's going to entice him again. Go for that big shot, slow through the air. Nicely bowled. Nicely tucked away on the onside for a single. Lofted. Again wide of mid-off. And that's poor fielding from Zaid Ali. That's unbelievable. Really, Casual normally is just an outstanding fielder. Zaid Ali tossed up again. And there you go, just a little too casual. That has cost him a boundary. Again, straight down the ground. Zaid Ali can't get to it. That is gone for 6. Good stuff here from Vishnu. Took a bit of a chance, used his feet. That's a very good shot. If he slightly miscues, the long off is always in play. That's a good shot. Again tossed up. Driven hard to the sweeper on the offside. Good partnership this one. They're looking good here. 108 for 4. Look to get past 160, 170. Give themselves a chance. Nicely played. Off the back foot. 13 overs gone. 109 for 4. Ibrar continuing here. He's knocked him over. That's an ordinary shot from Yahin, who was well settled. There was no need to go for that hoik. And he throws his head back in disappointment. Ibrar. Brilliant delivery. That one jagged a little off the seam. But a loose shot at this stage of the game. They got plenty of runs in the previous over. That was not required. Error of judgment from the youngster. He's played well. He's gone for 31. 109 for 5. Another good delivery. That one seamed back in. Does get movement and high pace. Well, Rahul Chopra thinks he's got his man there. Very excitable character, and it's a no ball as well. So it's all happening. Let's have a look. No ball for the front foot. Running the first one hard, so they're coming back for the second. They move with the firm throw. Well, that is just optimistic from Rahul. Very excitable character. And it's going to be a free hit. Ibrar steaming in. Oh, he goes across the line, try to ramp it round the corner. Look at that. Rahul Chopra. Well, what happened there? Did that hit ricochet on and hit the helmet? No. We'll wait for the confirmation there. Well, yes. 5 penalty runs. That's absolute bonus on the previous delivery. That hit the helmet, so 5 runs were awarded. $118 for 5. Vishnu, now that he's set, he's got a responsibility to bat right till the end to give them the chance of getting to 170. A lot rest on his shoulders. Brilliant. Absolutely stunning from Vishnu. On the offside. Not an easy shot. With on offer there. And he's played that one with great amount of control. Lovely. Balance as well. Just chipped it over extra cover. One bounce into the fence. So this over turning out to be a good one. And they got runs in the previous over as well. After losing wicket of the first ball of this over, managed to get quite a few runs. No ball plus 5 penalty runs, single and 4 round the wicket. He has smashed that over the skipper Babar Iqbal. Wonderful batting from Vishnu. Brar just losing a bit of control there. That was a slot delivery. Very, very good shot. Vishnu is playing a little gem here. 126 for 5. Really digged in shot. Is it the end of the over? Yeah. Very productive one for Altrad. 14 overs done and dusted. This partnership needs to go on. Babar Iqbal continuing, straying onto the pads, and has he gone all the way? Yes, he has. Wonderful shot there from Sudhakar. Outside leg stump. And goes bang over fine leg for 6. And going along nicely now. 132 for 5. That ball has disappeared a long way back. Someone just needs to rescue. Few spectators enjoying a wonderful game of cricket. Again, in this time he pulls off the back foot. That was a bit of a top edge. No real power behind that shot. Just a single. That gets Vishnu back on strike. He's gone big here. Over extra cover. Amit Khan takes the catch. It's the skipper. Gets an important wicket. That's what he does really well. He may have gone for a few runs, but he's got an important wicket here. Vishnu has just found the fielder in the deep. Amit Khan with brilliant hands. Great technique watching the ball. He's an absolute live wire in the field. 133 for 6. Babar Iqbal has broken through. He's got a very important wicket of Vishnu. In comes Rizwan Sabar to the middle. Who's another good striker of the ball. Ideal sort of stage for him if he can find his rhythm. Get going, Rizwan Sabar. Very relaxed looking dugout there for Karwan. Nicely bowled. Got the length right there. Babar Iqbal drawing him forward. That one just sliding on with the arm has been given as a wide. Let's have a look. And just drifting away. Another wide. He's got to come a little close to that off stump. Not a big turner of the ball, so those are just arm balls sliding away. He's got a fielder move across to short third man. Very good delivery. A successful over from Babar Iqbal. 15 gone. 136 for 6. 136 for 6 after 15. Usama bin Tanveer comes into the attack. He can really cause few problems here with his extra pace, just staying onto the pads. And they sneak through for leg by, I reckon, yeah. Usama, he's a real fast bowling sensation. UAE domestic circuit, he's already created headlines. His pace, playing in the ILT and all over UAE domestic circuit. He's been a star performer, a class act. Oh, he's gone right through. That was so close to the off stump. Brilliant stuff. That's what pace does to you. Haider Ali just warming up. That's indication of pace. That ball threw him before his bat came down. Usama bin Tanveer is sharp. At the moment, he just needs to get the ball full here. He gets it full. He has a chance to hit those stumps. That's short and nicely dealt with it. Rizwan is a handy batter coming in at this stage. Didn't try to hit it hard. Watched it closely. Have a look at that. That's brilliant batting. Superb presence of mind and just the execution as well. The first time that shot was played by someone called the god of cricket, Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar, back in the early 90s. Well, he's drilled that one hard. And 4 more, even though it hit the stumps as well, but such is the power of this man. What a good shot coming in from Rizwan Sabar. Look at that full delivery. Absolutely hammered. And it's somehow also ricocheted with the umpire, but still it's gone for 4. That's quite incredible. That goes to show the power of this man. What a good shot. Nicely played. I think just settled for a single here. Very good over for Altrad CC. 147 for 6 after 16. $147 for 6. Babar Iqbal will continue round the wicket. He's got a field set on the leg side. Those catches on the ropes, square leg, mid wicket, long on. He's got a short mid wicket in as well. at dugout, looking a lot more relaxed. Early on, they lost 3 wickets, but they've recovered well. This is one has been hit on the leg side. It's Hamid Khan with another brilliant take. Excellent piece of outfield fielding, getting to the ball, covering a fair amount of area, and he's got good hands. Babar Iqbal strikes one more important blow. Look at that, round the wicket. Cleverly bowled it slow, and he had to fetch it. Look at Hamid Khan go. He's a live wire. Brilliant. He enjoyed that as well. 147 for 7. That's the end of Rizwan Sabar. Wrapped on the pads. Big shout. I think just may have pitched outside leg stump. That could only be the reason, because he's coming round the wicket. There's every chance that he'll pitch outside leg stump. 2 very important wickets he's got. This is high ball. Again in the air. Long off. Takes the catch. It's Taimur Ali. And Babar Iqbal has caused them a lot of trouble here. He's picked up 3 wickets. Clever bowling once again. Round the wicket. Slow through the air, but flighted nicely. That loop really enticed him to go for that big one, and good fielding. Taimur Ali has taken his second catch of the evening for him. 148 for 8. $148 for 8. Babar Iqbal, beautifully bowled. An outside edge, playing for the spin there. Nair was beaten. Playing inside the line eventually. That one just drifting on with the arm. What a good delivery. Just have a feeling he could afford to have a slip in. The way he's bowling. 150 up. They just lost too many wickets at the back end. Terrific over. Where he struck twice. 17 done. 150 for 8. $150 for 8. Babar Iqbal. What a good spell from the skipper. 3 wickets for 31. In comes Haider Ali. Round the wicket. He'll be looking to mop up the tail here. Good start. They must ensure that they bat out the remaining overs. Possibly add another 15 20 if they play well enough. That's a bit of a heave on the leg side from off stump. Got to be careful because it's not a big spinner of the ball, but his greatest attributes are his accuracy. Changes his pace as well. He's got a wonderful Yorker as well. I've seen him bowl those death overs right up in the block hole. Oh, flirting with danger, and he's gone here. I reckon, yes, that was not a run. Altrad, CC, they're just making things difficult for themselves, not doing the basics right. Have a look at that. Misread the length, it was full. Brilliant fielding from Amit Khan. He's been absolutely stunning in the field. Couple of very good catches, now a run out. They lose another one. 9 down for 151. $151 for 9. And they're on the verge of getting bowled out. The last run out would really cost them. He'll be looking to get it online. And as a lower order batter, you must just look to play as straight as possible. Oh, wrapped on the pads. Too much angle there. They'll be disappointed. They recovered well. They lost a few early wickets. Good partnerships in the middle, but Babar Iqbal done the trick. Those 3 wickets really pushed them on the back foot. Very good delivery from Haider. It's just a matter of time. The way he's bowling, I just have a feeling he can just slide one on to the pads or get through the defenses pretty quickly. That is plum. That is dead. Right in front. Always had that sneaky feeling. It won't be long to survive against Haider Ali. That is as plumb as it gets. That front foot going towards extra cover. Easy to see in there for the umpire. And Altrad, after winning the toss, they are bowled out for 151. Terrific bowling performance coming in from Karwan Cricket Club. Everybody chipped in and not able to bat out the 20 overs. Still 2 overs to go. Oh, that could be a difference of at least 15 to 20 runs. Well, that's the bowling card. All the bowlers done a wonderful job. Zaid Ali was economical, picking up 2 wickets up front. Hosama bowled with great heat, 1 for 22. 2 wickets there for Haider Ali. Once again, doing the business. Ibrar also bowled with great pace, 1 for 16. But Babar Iqbal was phenomenal in those middle overs, picking up 3 important wickets, 3 for 31 in his 3 overs. 21 extras, something Karwan would look to moving forward, look to improve upon, but they've done a wonderful job restricting the opposition to just 151. Well, Karwan Cricket Club, they will need 152 runs in 20 overs, just over 7.5 runs per over. We will take a short break and we'll be back with the run chase.
Welcome back once again, viewers. We are done and dusted with the first innings, and Altrad CC somehow have managed to reach 151, where they were 23 for 3 at one stage in the first innings. They were struggling. It just never looked like they will be reaching even 120, but then an excellent partnership coming in between Junaid Shamsu and Yayin of 48, then Yayin and Vishnu 35, and Vishnu and Midun getting an important 24. So these three little partnership between these players ensuring that they get a respectable total and give something for those bowlers to bowl at. Well, it's not going to be easy against the batters of Karwan CC. They are in phenomenal form so far. They would want to continue their batting form from yesterday, where they went on to score 201 runs against the mighty bowling lineup of 7 districts. And this time, they have made a change. Zohaib Khan, of course, he's been rested today. He's been out of form, hasn't been getting those early runs in the first 6 overs. So I believe it's just a forced change they had to go for, and Shahan Akram gets a go. So a perfect opportunity for him to get a few runs under his belt and try to impress his team and cement this spot as an opener. And on the other end is Hamid Khan, of course, the destructive machine. Right then, we're all set for this run chase, and a fascinating one. It's ball number 1. Straight away on the mark. That's a lovely delivery. Now, this is what I'll really love to see the medium paces do. So when you're bowling with the new ball, try to ensure you bowl full, at a fuller length. You might go for runs, but that's where there's a perfect opportunity. You will pick up a wicket or two. Ball will swing around, and of course we know Harun Rashid, he does bring the ball in sharply towards the right-handers. That's going to be called as a wide, and Karwan CC will open their account with an extra. Clearly we can see what the left arm medium pacer Harun is trying to do, and Shahan Akram, he's sitting back and waiting for the delivery to come at him. Maybe as a batter at times you can really come one or a couple of steps ahead just to negate the swing that the left arm medium pacer is getting at the moment. That's going to be a leg bye. We'll have to wait for the signal of the umpire. Way down the leg side, rather an over-ambitious appeal. Yeah, confirmation coming in. So still yet to get off the mark is Shahan Akram. It's going to be Hamid Khan for the first time in this innings, and we might just be in for a lot of entertainment if Hamid Khan stays in for 4 to 5 overs. He will really take the game from the opponent's NHFA. Likes to express himself early on. He's a power hitter, a genuine powerhouse, and really is an absolute asset to have in your side as an opener. This is in the air. It's miscued. Oh, what just happened there? My word. Everybody is stunned in the middle. Hamid Khan can't just believe what he witnessed. Have a look at this catch. It was miles up in the air. He had to cover a lot of distance, and see what he's done in the end. Oh, brilliant. As brilliant as it gets. Look at his partner at the other end. He can't believe what he saw. And they are absolutely on cloud 9 at the moment, because they know they have picked up one of the most important wickets of Karwan CC. It's Hamid Khan goes early without disturbing the scorers. Brilliant start for Altrad. It's 2 for 1. Well, this is a perfect start here for Altrad CC. They have picked up one of the most important wickets. Hamid Khan Goes on the very first ball. It was a mistimed shot. Leading edge was miles up in the air. And Izaz Ali has taken an absolute blinder of a take. And I think it's just the right time to introduce you to my co-com once again. Asghar Khan, welcome.
Thank you so much, Awais Ali. What a way to remove Hamid Khan. Such a dangerous player, and catches like that can make a world of difference defending a modest total against a strong batting lineup. Let's have a look. Look at that. That has gone way up in the air. And he's made a lot of ground. Look at that. That is stunning.
Oh my word. Izaz Ali is taking an absolute blinder. Beautifully ball. That's a lovely delivery. Sharply hooping into Asif. And he gets off the mark. So a bit of a turbulence early on in the power play, losing Hamid Khan. So Altrad CC, I think they just need to have the faith and belief in themselves that they can rattle this batting lineup of Karwan CC. And also not to forget Asghar Khan, that they have done it in the past in one of the recent conducted tournaments here in Abu Dhabi.
Certainly they can, because their body language suggests that they're really up for the contest. And it's about execution. He's got squarish, fine leg and square leg in front of square, and that ball exactly goes to that field. And you normally don't see that kind of field, but they definitely have a plan.
Quite certainly. I like this setup here created by Harun Rashid. He's a bowler who doesn't have that knack of taking the ball away. He could do that by going for the variation with the roll of his fingers, but then again, he's a genuine in-swinging bowler, and that's the reason he's opted to have a deep square, a deep mid-wicket, and this is where Asif Khan Lala, maybe we will see him trying to create some room and hit it straight down the ground. He's very powerful down the ground, so anything fuller, Asif Khan will pounce on it.
Oh, that is another good delivery, but he's got to get his eye in here. Couple of runs that take inside half of the bat. Went quite fine early on against this new ball. How good a player you are. I think there's always a little bit of nerves when you walk in straight away. First couple of deliveries.
Well, what a start here for Altrad CC, and this is what you need when you're defending a low total. Picking up the all-important wicket of Hamid Khan. Yeah, not the best of deliveries, and trying to go for the variation in the end, and given as a wide, so it was a free hit, I believe. And there you go. The indication coming in from the umpire stays as a free hit, so could turn out to be a big over.
Yeah, that ball went which to fine leg. And that was a no ball. He just overstepped the mark. So Asif Khan will have another opportunity to utilize this free hit. What can he ask for more? Walks in early. Doesn't quite get it past mid off. Run out chance. It's all happening in the first over. That'll be the end of the over. 9 for 1 after 1. 9 for 1. Hamid Khan dismissed. Now it's a big responsibility on Nair. Military medium pace. I think Karwan batters, they need to be careful against him because he's not the quickest, but he bowls wicket to wicket, and with the wicket keeper up, it doesn't allow you to use your feet. That those cross batted shots become harder.
Yeah, no two doubts on that. Manikantan Nair, he is having vast experience on his shoulders. He knows how to be bowling under these conditions. And straight away is right there in the perfect channel, perfect length. And what I really like about Manikantan is he's very precise with his lines. Does vary his length more often than not, but those lines are so precise and very disciplined. And let's have a look at the two fielders he's opted to keep out. He's got a deep cover in place alongside a deep long on. Beautifully bowled and excellent glove work behind the stumps.
Fantastic delivery. That one just left him off the seam. So far, Asif Khan hasn't gone for any big hits, which he's so renowned for, but he's got to maintain the full face of the bat. Nair, he was brilliant against Lexington in the first game, picking up important wickets.
Yeah, he is a genuine wicket taker, and even with the new ball, I have seen him taking a few wickets. And as we speak, they have made a minor field change now. They've got a fly slip in place alongside a short mid and also a short third. So they've opted to now pack the offside field. 7 fielders on the offside. And he pulls it away towards the deep square leg. And the idea was right here from Manikantan, but the issue was he bowled it too short. So even if it was on the offside, he just pulled it towards the leg.
Easy pickings. Watched it nicely. Didn't try to hit it hard. But I believe, Vasily, it is a very, very difficult field to bowl to. 7-2. Because what it does, it forces you to bowl wide of off stump, and you give a clear indicator to the batter what you're trying to do.
Spot on. The margin of error becomes so minimal. Anything, even on the middle and the leg stump, if it's just slightly shorter, the caliber of Asif Khan Lala, he is just going to tonk you towards mid-wicket. Beautifully played. Just a simple push towards long on. And thinking of two, denied by Zahid Ali, or beg your pardon, Shahan Akram. So going along well at the moment. Karwan, they seem to be pretty much relaxed, the dugout. A few familiar, known, famous players. Of course, Rahul Chopra has represented the UAE Emirates Cricket Board. We've got the lights of Khuzaima bin Tanveer, who was a part of the lately ILT20, was absolutely brilliant. Of course, Haider Ali, the left arm spinner. So plenty of quality in the lineup.
That's good stuff and good running as well. Shahan getting opportunity at the top of the order today. From yesterday, the game, quite a few changes. Just trying to give everyone a go before you reach the business end of the tournament. And they have the luxury. They won a very important game yesterday. And still they put up another fine squad here for this game. Plenty of depth there. Oh, leading edge. Good delivery there. Asif was again looking for that big gap through mid-wicket. Very good over from Nair comes to an end. 15 for 1 after 2.
Pretty even Stevens so far. Karwan losing an early wicket, and that too of one of their main batters, Hamid. It's been picked away and picked away beautifully. Elegance personified. Shahan Akram gets his first boundary in style.
Hint of swing, but the length was problem. Onto the pads and too full as well. Easy pickings and deliberately hit over the top.
Well, these batters, they've played so much cricket and they're, I would say, pros. Shahan Akram, of course, is a genuine batter. And Harun Rashid talking about his left arm pace. That's a much better delivery. Trying to take a single. Shy the stumps, no damage done. Coming back to my point, we've seen a lot of left arm bowlers, Asghar Khan, they do tend to try to bring the ball in towards the right handers. It's just become a trend. Of course, the great Shaheen Shah Afridi, he was an absolute master class of it, the great Wasim Akram. But for my liking, you really need to have that express pace to be getting those LBWs and the bowls in your favor. If you don't really have a lot of pace, it just gets a little easier to pick the in-swinging deliveries.
Lovely. Once again, over pitching, and this was even better. We'll definitely come back to that discussion, but meanwhile, that is a wonderful shot.
Yeah, that is exactly what I was trying to speak about, the point I was trying to make. Once again, there was no pace on that delivery, and that's where Shahan Akram, he had all the time in the world, wait for the delivery and play it wherever he wanted to. He played a lovely cricketing stroke down the ground.
Excellent shot. Coming back to your point, pace does matter. And if you don't have that express pace, I'll explain it in a minute after this delivery. Good ball, dot ball. Well, if you don't have that express pace, then what you can do with the ball is become even more important. Yes, you're bringing it back, but you need one-out delivery to go across the right-hander. It's all about creating that doubt in the batter's mind. And if you can do that, you become much more handful, and you got to rely on certain variations. That off-cutter comes into play, which leaves the right hander. You can't get predictable.
Yeah, becomes such a lethal combination of swing and control. This is up in the air. It's hit towards long off, and we'll have to wait for the signal of the umpire. It's gone all the way. And Shahan Akram is decided to cut loose early on. And look at that, he's read that delivery, once again rolling the fingers over, and has played a lovely stroke down the ground for a maximum.
I think he just needs to pull his length back, bowl it into the surface, and perhaps get that deep, fine leg up in the ring, and you can have maybe long on back if he's bowling that full.
Yeah, you make a valid point. With that pace, you can't really afford to get that deep square leg feeder inside. It's not going to really sweep you. Beautifully bowled. That's an excellent delivery and quick single in the end. This is brilliant stuff so far by Karwan CC. They're on the charge. This is a great start for them. It's 3 gone, 30 for 1. Right then, so the towels are out. Asghar Khan, seems like the dew has surely arrived and is now taking a toll on this ground.
Well, if that's the case, that's not a good news for Altrad. And that's why it's always tricky, that toss. Win the toss, bat first, the dew comes, it's a different ball game. That's where you need that cushion of 15 to 20 runs.
Well, it was Altrad CC winning the toss. They wanted to bat first, and they assumed that there's not going to be much dew, but it seems like it's just getting heavier and heavier. Perfect length, perfect channel. And this is good batting as well from Shahan Akram. He's really choosing and picking the loose deliveries and not really trying to be over ambitious.
Yeah, he's technically pretty solid. He likes to keep it simple. Nicely played. Lightning fast outfield. That's 4.
That's a glorious looking stroke by Shahan Akram. He's cruised on to 21 in no time and just slightly fuller. And look at the lovely flourish of his blade. Shahan Akram is bisected the two fielders beautifully, getting another boundary to his tele.
The thing I like about his batting so far, he hasn't tried to hit the ball hard. He's just looking to get into good position and time the ball. So far, it's working for him. Good stuff from Nair.
And also it gives us a clear indication that how quick this outfield is in here in Abu Dhabi. Excellent conditions, brilliant conditions here for a game of cricket. Nice chilly evening here, Asghar Khan. Pulled away nicely. That's not the best of deliveries by Nair. Once again, bowling it short. It's been walked away for a boundary.
It's a slow wicket. This pace, you can't afford to miss your length. That's easy pickings. Well, as far as weather is concerned, it's absolutely fantastic. Nice breeze blowing, coolish sort of evening, tolerance over Abu Dhabi. It doesn't get better than that.
Yeah, talking about fantastic. I think you looked really fantastic down in the sideline. I saw you wearing a lovely little blazer. It really suited you, Asghar Khan. Looking sharp as always.
Well, I have to be a lot sharper because these days, next to you, always throwing few punches here and there. Nicely worked away for a single.
Right then, Karwan CC. They're right on the top. This has been a dominant performance. First, of course, with the ball. Their fielding has been spot on compared to what we saw and witnessed last night against 7 districts. They seem to be very switched on today. Last delivery. Nicely coming behind the line of the delivery. Good little punch by Asif Khan. Taking his sweet time and rightfully so. Plenty of overs to achieve 113. It's 4 gone. 39 for 1. It's a good little partnership being formed between these two in the center. Shahan Akram has been the aggressive so far. On the other end, Asif Khan Lala, he can really just shift gears when he would want to desire to do so. In comes Junaid Shamsu, another experienced campaigner. We saw what destruction he was causing in the first innings, and now he's got a big job with the ball.
Very useful cricketer. Not a great start. That's a loosener. That's a hit me delivery. And Shahan is just trying with this bowling at the moment.
Oh, we are playing on a different surface. It's such a good wicket to bat on. Look at that. The ball really coming onto the bat so nicely compared to the last wicket yesterday where we had 4 games on it. The ball was coming onto the bat so slowly, and that's because it was holding up into the surface and coming a lot slower. But today the story is different. It's a brilliant batting track. Oh, that is an outrageous hit. One bounce into the fence. How did he generate so much power on that shot?
What a tremendous shot coming in from Shahan. Off the back foot. Once again, not learning from his mistake, previous delivery. Bowling it into the surface, short. Nicely done from Shahan. But it has to be said, that's loose stuff. He's got to get the ball up on a length.
Rightfully so. With that pace, it's just not going to work in his favor. And Junaid Shamsu doesn't have that express pace. So trouble times here for the men in red. Already 10 runs in the first couple of deliveries. Yeah, better. That's a much better delivery. And with that single, Karwan CC have comfortably reached the 50 mark in the fifth over. So far, the power play has gone heavily in the favor of the men in blue, Karwan CC.
Lost one wicket, but such a powerful batting lineup. All these players, batters, quality. They're looking to get runs next to their name. And so far, Asif Khan, not much strike for him. Still, he's got a lot of opportunity to get a decent outing here. He goes big. He was off strike. May have frustrated him a little, but that has gone a long way back.
Oh, this is a thunderous hit by Asif Khan Lala. Have a look at this bang. And the sound of his bat. It's a biggie. It's a huge six. Have a look where this has traveled. Almost hitting the windows here in our com box. They're cruising along, running away with the show. Required run rate has come down to almost 6 runs per over. Testing times here for Altrad CC.
Testing times. I think they're in quite a bit of trouble here. If Asif Khan decides to go big, two things will happen. Either he'll miss Q1 and get out, but boy, he can create absolutely mayhem in the middle with his quality. Will he go for it again? He goes for it. Offside. Sliced of it. And it still runs away for a boundary.
It's turning out to be a massive over. 21 runs have been looted already. And look at the way he's cleared his front leg and has gone over the cover fielder. And it's gotten another boundary. 92 only required. Karwan CC, they've got a great chance to try and chase this down as quickly as we always keep discussing on regards to the run rate, which plays a huge role. Goes downtown. That's a brilliant shot. Another boundary. 25 runs. This has turned out to be a very expensive over. And Asif Khan Lala too joins the party now.
He's turning it on here. Terrific power behind that shot. No chance for that fielder. He had only 4 or 5 yards to move. Doesn't get to it. 5 done. 64 for 1.
Five gone, 64 for 1. They are running away with the show, Karwan CC. And what a phenomenal tournament they're having already, beating the mighty 7 districts yesterday in the opening game. And now, even in the second game against Altrad CC, they are having an upper hand. I would have really loved to see Rizwan coming a bit earlier. There you go. Our match officials. Our tournament director on the extreme left, Mr. Amit Pasela.
Nicely played again. Bisected those fielders. There was a decent amount of gap there. They got to adjust those fielders. Backward point and gully. And just an open face and just flew between the gap for 4.
Nothing is working in the favor of Altrad CC. They're trying everything. They've gotten the medium paces. They've gotten the fast bowlers. They've gotten a spinner now. And it has been the show of Karwan CC since the departure of Hamid Khan. These two have really turned on the heat. Short delivery spin worked away towards long on for a single.
Rizwan is one of the better bowlers for Altrad, but that's a big ask. Against the might of Asif Khan, this is going to be his test. And that too, bowling in the power play. That dugout is looking pretty much relaxed. Look at that, he's hit that hard.
Well, it seems like he's really enjoying his outing there in the middle, Asif Khan. He knows that there's only 83 more required, plenty of overs to achieve so. Oh, wanted to just hit it downtown and clear the infield. But that late movement in the end, just deceiving Asif Khan.
That was a good ball. Does get the ball to drift away from the right-handers. Short ball, quick single through mid-wicket. They're just cruising at the moment. They need a moment of inspiration from somewhere, a brilliant catch or a run out. It's not happening at the moment. 70 for 1 after 6. $70 for 1 after 6 overs. It's going to be a bowling change here from the pavilion end. They'll be relieved that power play restrictions are over after the 6 overs, so they can have few men on the ropes. But I tell you what, Asif Khan is such a good striker of the ball. If he goes big, he clears most grounds in the world. That was a good start, good delivery. So you got to hit the right length and can't afford to be predictable when he's in that sort of mood. Shahan Akram is a touch player. Much more different way he plays than Asif. Normally, he likes to use pace. He likes to keep the ball on the ground. Just like that, working the ball into the gaps. That was a good delivery. Just bounced a little extra of a length. Asif Khan, 25 of 16. He will be inching to go big here. Cracked away on the offside. Fumble. Allow him an easy single. Shan has played really well. 43 unbeaten. Worked away. Solid technique, and he has the ability to work the gaps. If you bowl remotely loose delivery, he'll pounce. Other than that, he will look to be able to work the ball into the gaps. Keep milking those singles. On the other end, Asif Khan, he likes to hit those sixes. Good delivery. So far, it's so good from Azaz Ali. Just 4 runs so far of the first 5 deliveries, but the damage is already done in the power play. 74 for 1, 78 required. Under 6 runs per over. They need a miracle. They need to keep on taking wickets. Slow ball. Another single on the offside. Excellent over from Azaz Ali. 5 of it, 7 gone. 75 for 1. Rizwan will continue. 75 for 1. Down the leg side. It's going to be a wide. He's a clever operator, Rizwan. Does mix things up. That off break. He's got a knuckle ball as well. He's got that one which leaves the right hander. Early on in his career, I remember he was a genuine fast bowler. Had few injuries. And then he's turned into this medium pace, short run stuff. Loose delivery. No fine leg. That's 4. That was a gift. How easily dealt with it by Asif. Getting inside the line there and just scooped it around the corner for 4. And the pace of Rizwan did the trick there. They will have to make sure that they can drag this game long, Altrad, so that they manage to cut away on the offside. They need to just manage that run rate as well. Yes, they won the first game, but here a bad loss could really hurt them. That's my co-com of Asali, former UAE under 19 national player. He was a lethal, tall, fast bowler. Talking to Ahmed Pasela, the tournament director. Clipped away for another couple here. They're just going through the motions. Like I said, they just need to hang in there and delay the inevitable. But with this man, I don't think so it's going to be possible. That is crunched through the offside for 4. Room on offer. He's got such fast hands. Lovely balance at the crease, and those forearms, he's got a lot of power, Asif Khan. Pushed away on the offside. Dot ball to finish. 8 gone, 86 for 1. 86 for 1 after 8 overs. Oh, that is a horrible delivery, and the wicket keeper has done an amazing job to get to it. I was heading for a boundary. Just completely lost it there. Azaz Ali bowling that in swinger. Cruising Karwan at the moment. 65 required. Clipped away. Closing in on a half century. Shahan Akram moves to 45. And Asif Khan also looking really good. 37 of 25. This will make it 2 out of 2 for Karwan. UPro Ramadan Rumble 2025. They've started off the tournament brilliantly, Karwan. Poor delivery once again. Wicketkeeper is saved. Another boundary. I wonder what happened to Azaz Ali. Wrist position. Yeah. Once again, that not behind the ball. So he just straying it down the leg side. Oh, similar sort of story here in this over. He's really struggling. Wonder what happened to him. He bowled a wonderful first over. There you go, going slightly wide on the crease. And that angle, taking the ball down the leg side. And needs to get it right here. That's the length, that's the line. Pushed away on the offside. Intelligent batting here from Shahan. Just 60 more required. I'm sure they'll be looking to get it done as quickly as possible. Asif Khan, 37. That is hit hard. Finds the sweeper. Beautifully struck. Just a single, though. He's been all over the place in this over. Azaz generally is just drifted onto the pads way too much. Even that last delivery, it was too full. You got to hit those good areas consistent enough to trouble great players. And Asif Khan is certainly one of the greats of the game in this part of the world. On his day, he is just an extraordinary player. Can win you games single-handedly. Shahan promoted up the order today, showing his skills, his ability, his adaptability to bat in different positions. Nice flowing drive. Straight to mid-off, though. Inching closer and closer to that half century. Runs for the top order early on in tournament. That's important. When your top order is in form, it really sets you up for big games. He's gone big here through the offside. Not quite out of the middle of the bat, and he just walks through for a single. 9 gone, 95 for 1. 95 for 1 after 9. Yajan comes into the attack. Played well early on. Now he's got opportunity to bowl to one of the best in the business, Asif Khan. With his brutal force, it's going to be a good learning curve for the youngster. Relaxed looking. Scored there, Mohazam Ayad. Zaid Ali. Once again, doing a good job, and Saif Ali Ghori waiting in the wings for his opportunity. Such a strong bench they have. They can rotate players at their will and to be able to maintain that quality. That one stayed down a little, opting to play that cut shot. Just sliding on with the Rahul Chopra. Padded up next. It's been a while since he's padded up and he's waiting. But this partnership is carrying on. Pulled hard in the gap. They'll come back for the second. .42 for Asif, just 30 deliveries, and I don't think so. He's gone in with his top gear as yet. He goes big. Doesn't get past that fielder. Again, just opening the face there. Sliced a bit. Good stuff from Yajan. You need courage as a leg spinner to keep the ball up. Stylishly done through the onside. Things are just meandering along at the moment. 100 up here for Karwan. 101 for 1 after 10. $101 for 1 after 10 overs. Azaz Ali continuing here. He's generally bowled well enough, but those extras in the last over just hurting his figures. That's a good delivery, but glided away towards third man. And that's a half century from Shahan Akram. Good signs here for Karwan. The top order getting runs. 53 of 30. He's played within himself. He's picked up his spots. Those couple of nice clips early on to get himself going. Played well off the front foot and off the back foot. Clipped away again through mid wicket. It's all too easy at the moment. .43 for Asif on strike. He goes for it. He picks the slow delivery and hammers him over mid wicket. What a strike. What a player. Takes him to 49 now. This could be all over pretty quickly. Look at that. Terrific balance again. It's got such a beautiful swing of the blade. When he decides to hit the ball, he often hits them big. Poor delivery. Another tester for the wicketkeeper who gets a glove on it. It's going to be wides. Really struggling with those deliveries when he tries to bowl that in swinger. That's been his problem. Again, this is going to be another wide. It's so frustrating. I wonder someone needs to just have a word with him. Maybe he's struggling to control that swing, then go across the seam with these extras. Not good enough here. Clipped away again. It's far too easy. I think they just need to get that fielder up, at least for Shan Akram, that mid wicket inside. Stop that single. At the moment, there's no pressure whatsoever on these two. Asif Khan on 49. Yesterday, half century against 7 districts, so he's found good form here. Forget about the single to get to a half century. He has launched that many a mile right above us. That's 100+ meter hit and brings up his half century. Absolutely stunning shot there from Asif. That has to be one of the biggest hits of this tournament so far. Clearing long on with absolute ease there. No ground in the world is big enough for this man when he gets going. Look at that. Big wind up and great swing of the bat and great camera work as well. Up into the night sky. They've done a magnificent job bringing these pictures to you around the world. Last ball of the 11th over. He goes again. This is flat and hard. This is a chance and taken. So finally, some redemption here for Azaz Ali. He doesn't even celebrate. He knows that Asif has done the damage. Slow delivery. I think just toe end of the bat and finds long on. And of Asif Khan for 55. 122 for 2 after 11.
Oh, what a brilliant knock we've witnessed by Asif Khan. Lala, 55 in just 34 deliveries, 5 boundaries and 3 huge maximums. They're going to chase this down quickly now. Just 30 more required and 9 more overs remaining. It's going to be high and dry to continue. Short delivery pulled away towards deep square. Only a single. Rahul Chopra, another exciting talent. Of course, has played at the highest levels here in the UAE. So carries a lot of experience on his shoulders. Has come out to bat at a situation where they need only 29 more runs. So he can take his sweet time in the center. Just have some match practice in the middle. There will be big games coming up for them in the latter part of this tournament. What a start for them. Karwan CC, they're up and running, beating the mighty 7 districts. Yesterday was a pretty much one-sided encounter. And now, yet again, it has been one-way traffic. Lovely stroke. That's a beautiful shot by setting once again. Rahul Chopra opens his account in style. Trying to bowl it quicker, a lot of width offered and playing it late. Rahul Chopra finding the gap to perfection and inching closer to victory. Just the 25 more runs required. They seem to be in a hurry. This has been a dominant performance by Karwan CC yet again. The men in red, they are short of answers. I think they can just take a bit of learning and experience from this game. Beautifully done. This is very smart batting by Rahul Chopra. He let the ball come to him and then intentionally guiding it towards third man for a boundary. Bowled beautifully in the first over, Yayan. But in this over, just marginally short. And look at how he maneuvered it towards the third man region, getting back-to-back boundaries, Rahul Chopra. Fuller delivery. Rahul Chopra defends that nicely. Well, that's the captain, Babar Iqbal, on your screen. An inspiring leader. I think he's done exceptionally well today as well. Was switched on, was very smart with the rotation of his bowlers, and he will be mighty pleased with the effort by his man. There you go. He's just enjoying his outing there in the dugout. It's 12 gone, 132 for 2. $20 more required. And a lot of overs to achieve so. Karwan CC, they've really outsmarted Altrad CC. And all was expected. We expected to have an absolute blockbuster of a game, but then Karwan CC turning it out to be a one-sided affair. Trying to go for the reverse switch hit. Rahul Chopra getting bat on it, but just not getting the execution right. Yeah, I was just mentioning about Babar Iqbal. He's been such an inspiring leader. Really has led his team well. Lovely stroke. That has been absolutely tongs down the ground. Rahul Chopra hitting a couple of boundaries early on and now deciding, I'm going to have some fun. Low full toss. Bang. Down the ground. Look at that flurry of the blade by Rahul Chopra. He's got fast hands. And a lovely cricketing stroke. Seem to be in a hurry now. Only 14 more required. Altrad CC winning the toss, batting first and posting only 151. Couldn't play out the 20 overs. Bundled out at 151. Still had a couple of overs to play so, but has been a very good bowling performance by the bowlers of Karwan CC. It was Zahid Ali giving a good start, picking up 2 wickets. Khuzaima bin Tanveer, ball 3 overs, picked up a wicket. Haider Ali picked up a couple of wickets, but it was the captain Babar Iqbal. He bowled exceptionally well, 3 wickets to his name. Misfield is going towards the boundary, and that just sums up the story of the evening for the men in red. Another boundary to close out the over. 2 wide, width offered. Yeah. Not the best of deliveries and not the best of efforts, even in the field as well. It's 13 gone, 142 for 2. Ten more required. It's just going to be a matter of time. You might just see Shahan Akram try to finish this game in this over in style. And it's going to be Midhun Sudhakar bowling for the first time in this inning. Surprisingly, he's come on to bowl so late. Cut away, but straight into the hands of Junaid Shamsu. Well, just to update our viewers, tomorrow we have a big game coming up. It's going to be Abu Dhabi Smashers taking on ALS Superstars, and that is going to be one crackerjack of a contest. It's going to start 8 p.m. local time. Another high-octane game. Plenty of chills and thrills, plenty of excitement. We will be witnessing a lot of boundaries and maximums. ALS Superstars against Abu Dhabi Smashers tomorrow live, 8 p.m. Right, then just the 9 more required. Rahul Chopra, he's raced on to 19 in no time. Good wicket to bat on. Once again goes for the reverse hit, and on this occasion gets plenty of bat on this one. Good execution. He's done well. Look at that. Well, you really need to have special talent and amazing eye to be playing these kind of shots. And he's just done it with utmost ease in the end.
It's far too easy for a player of his caliber, and he's someone who's highly regarded as potentially one of the best players going around in the country. That is some style from Rahul Chopra. Fast hands and another boundary. Look at that. One thing he does really well is to watch the ball closely. Gets it fine for 4. They just required 1 now. The scores are level. Short ball. This time he goes the orthodox way. A pull off the front foot. A 8-wicket victory for Karwan with overs to spare. Short ball and beautifully done. 27 in no time for Rahul Chopra. Karwan Cricket Club, they won by 8 wickets. Truly a magnificent performance. Very well led by the skipper. Here you go. Babar Iqbal, he also picked up 3 wickets and rotated his bowlers around. Batters showing their class. They are one formidable team to beat in this competition. Going forward, Amit Khan took very good catches. It's a great team effort. Altrad, they'll have a lot of work to do going into their next game. They have won one, they have lost this game by a fair margin. They were not in the contest against the mighty Karwan. They seem to have very strong and settled squad. And they got the pace of Khuzaima, Ibrar, with the swing of Zaid Ali, left arm spin of Haider Ali, Wes Ali Shah. Plenty of options and a top order which looks dangerous. Shahan Akram playing a brilliant knock as well. Asif Khan, two half centuries in 2 games for him. Handshakes all round. Altrad, they will need to go back and work on few things, sort out that top order. And they need few genuine strike bowlers as well. Shahan Akram 57 not out of 35. Hamid Khan went for a duck first ball. Asif Khan was magnificent once again, 55 of 34. And Rahul Chopra just icing on the cake, getting it done. 31 in quick time, just 14 deliveries for him, 12 extras, not enough wickets for Altrad with the ball. Haroon Rashid picked up the wicket up front, and Azaz Ali also picked up a wicket. Rest really struggled to maintain any pressure whatsoever. Karwan Cricket Club, they won by 8 wickets. Absolute clinical performance. Match summary: Altrad batting first, winning the toss, and Junaid Shamsu provided those blitz 34 of 20. And Yajan also chipped in with 31. 3 wickets for Babar Iqbal, 2 wickets each for Zaid Ali and Haider Ali. They were bowled out for 151. In reply, it was just a convincing win with overs to spare, 155 for 2. Top scored by Shahan Makram, unbeaten 57. Asif Khan got a half century, and Rahul Chopra 31 unbeaten. 1 wicket each for Rashid and Ali. Karwan, they've won by 8 wickets. We'll take a short break and we'll be back with the post-match presentation ceremony with Wes Ali.
Welcome to the post-match presentation of UPro Ramadan Rumble 2025. Well, it was an exciting game. Match number 10. It was Altrad CC winning the toss, batting first and posting a score of 151 in the allotted 20 overs. In reply, Karwan CC chasing it down in 13.5 and have won this game comprehensively by 8 wickets. Well, there were some notable performances as well. Babar Iqbal, the captain, picking up 3 wickets. Asif Khan Lala getting 50 runs, playing absolutely brilliant. But then again, there was one man who was absolutely brilliant, standout performance. And now I would like to invite our match official, Mr. Simon Charles, to hand over the player of the match. And it goes to none other than Shahan Akram for his brilliant batting performance. 57 runs in 35 balls with 7 boundaries and 2 huge sixes to his name. Brilliant batting performance. शाहान अकरम, बहुत बहुत मुबारक हो, कमाल की बैटिंग की आपने, शानदार इनिंग्स खेली है. विकेट के बारे में कुछ बताएं, क्योंकि आप लोग जब बॉलिंग कर रहे थे तो उस वक्त बहुत अच्छा विकेट था, मतलब बॉल हिल रहा था, लेकिन आप जब बैटिंग कर रहे थे ऐसा लग रहा था विकेट में कुछ भी नहीं है.
सबसे पहले तो अल्लाह ताला का शुक्र अदा करता हूँ, क्योंकि एक अच्छा मैच था हमारे लिए, इम्पोर्टेंट था नेक्स्ट राउंड में जाने के लिए, तो विन किया. तो जी बिल्कुल, पिच में थोड़ा सा हेल्प थी फास्ट बॉलर को, लेकिन आपको पता है हमारी क्वालिटी बॉलिंग है तो उसका भी थोड़ा डिफरेंस था. तो बस जब बैटिंग पे गए तो कोशिश की है अपना नेचुरल खेलें, उसी में हेल्प मिली.
आपने तो बहुत अच्छी बैटिंग की है आज, हमेशा की तरह करते ही रहते हैं. बाबर भाई ने बहुत ज़बरदस्त बॉलिंग की, 3 आउट किए, उसका क्या कहना है?
बाबर भाई बड़े यूज़फुल बॉलर हैं हमारे लिए. वो जब भी मौका मिलता है ऐसी सिचुएशन में तो वो हमें ब्रेक थ्रू दिलवाते हैं. जैसे उनकी पार्टनरशिप लगी हुई थी, बड़े अच्छे टाइम पे ब्रेक थ्रू दिलवाया, नहीं तो स्कोर आई थिंक 180-90 तक जा रहा था उस टाइम पे. तो बड़ा अच्छा ओवर किए उन्होंने उस टाइम पे और अच्छा रिजल्ट मिला हमें.
आखिरी सवाल, ये प्लेयर ऑफ द मैच आप किसको डेडिकेट करना चाहेंगे?
ये मैं एज़ यूजुअल बाबर भाई को करूँगा, क्योंकि थैंक्स टू हिम उन्होंने मुझे मौका दिया ऊपर बैटिंग करने का और मुझे एक्सप्रेस करने का मौका मिला.
Shandar innings. Shahan, congratulations. That was Shahan Akram, the player of the match of Karwan CC, sharing his insights and also praising his captain Babar Iqbal as he too picked up 3 wickets. We are done and dusted for the post-match presentation, but do join us tomorrow as we have another exciting game lined up. Until then, goodbye and God bless.